Hi, I'm going to show you how you can connect a CSV or Excel file to Zing Data to use it as a data source. From there, you'll be able to run queries against it, create graphs and tables, and even ask natural language questions. You'll also be able to create dashboards or share those with colleagues or outside connections. Let's look at how we do that. First, we go to zingdata.com, and if we don't already have an account, we create one. We log in, and under Set up a data source in Zing Console, we go to Excel or CSV and hit Connect. Now, we're going to choose the file that we want to add. Hit Browse Files, and select the file. We could drag and drop a file here by dragging the file from our file manager into this box. We then hit Save, and Zing will make sure that the data is correctly formatted. You'll want to make sure that you have a header row, which contains the field names, and that all your data is contiguous, so you don't have gaps in rows or anything like that, nor do you want to have random cells without header rows associated with them. So now we hit Start Querying if we want to start querying it, or we can go view the data source that we just added under the Data Sources tab, and we see Global Energy Production. Great. So now we're going to go hit the Zing app, and we'll be able to start querying it. So I'll type in Global Energy Production, and that's the table we just imported. I could say, hey, I want to look at, let's say, oil production by year. So the sum of oil over time, and maybe I want to filter to years only, let's say after 1995. Great. I can upload CSVs or Excel files up to 10 megabytes on the free plan. And if I want to be able to upload larger files than that, then I need to upgrade to a paid plan. Great. So now I've created this question. I've saved it. I could save it down to my photo gallery. I could save this question, energy, let's say oil production by year. And I can make that available to any of my colleagues or share it with them. One other thing I can do is use Zing's natural language capabilities to ask questions of that data. So how many years? Let's say I want to know how many years are in my data set. And whenever I ask a natural language question, I'm going to have to tell Zing which data source I'm operating off of. So I just go click Global Energy Production, which is the one I want to use, and Zing will query against that data source. You'll notice I can see the SQL that was used to generate that if I'd like. If you have any other questions about setting up data sources with Zing, you can just go to Docs on zingdata.com, and from here you'll see a whole section called Setting Up a Data Source. It outlines the steps to set up Excel or CSV files, Google Sheets, Snowflake, Postgres, and more. And one suggestion I would have is to actually try out Google Sheets Live Connections. Google Sheets Live Connections are really cool because anytime you update the sheet, you can also set up alerts like real-time push notifications that will notify you in Zing whenever data hits a specific threshold you specify, and anytime you update the sheet, your Zing dashboards or questions will always be updated to the latest data as soon as you update it in Google Sheets. So that's a really cool way that you can ensure that you're having live data feeding into Zing, even if you haven't set up a database or anything like that. You can try this for free at zingdata.com. Thanks.